J.D. Vance, a politician, venture capitalist, veteran, and author of Hillbilly Elegy, presents a compelling yet polarizing profile. His narrative of personal hardship and upward mobility taps into deep psychological currents, appealing to voters seeking explanations for cultural decline. Yet, the dark psychology of Vance's political rise involves playing on fears and resentments. By positioning himself as both an insider and outsider to the working-class experience, Vance capitalizes on nostalgia for a bygone era, while simultaneously embracing the elite status he once criticized. Vance's rhetoric often emphasizes the idea that personal failure stems from cultural and moral decay, particularly in rural white communities. This framing, while grounded in his personal experience, subtly shifts blame away from broader systemic issues like economic inequality and policy failures. Instead, he points to what he sees as self-inflicted wounds, addiction, laziness, and a loss of traditional values. This moralistic tone invokes a sense of collective shame, encouraging individuals to self-correct rather than demand structural change. One of Vance's more controversial psychological tactics is his exploitation of populist anger. He frequently rails against elites and coastal liberals, yet he himself has reaped the benefits of elite institutions. This contradiction serves to entrench a psychological phenomenon known as cognitive dissonance in his followers. They overlook his elite background because he echoes their frustrations, creating a feedback loop where his supporters project their grievances onto him as their champion. Vance also plays on a classic psychological bias, the tendency to view one's own group as morally superior while seeing outsiders as corrupt or dangerous. His discussions on immigration and globalization are often framed in ways that emphasize threat and invasion, invoking fear to justify exclusionary policies. This fosters an us versus them mentality, triggering tribalism and reinforcing the belief that outside forces are responsible for local hardships. The dark psychology of Vance's narrative also lies in his selective storytelling. He presents his success as proof that anyone can escape poverty through sheer willpower, yet this oversimplification ignores the systemic barriers most face. This plays into the just world hypothesis concept, a cognitive bias where people believe the world is fair, and those who succeed do so because they deserve it, while those who fail must be at fault. By reinforcing this view, Vance's success story becomes a weapon against those still struggling, suggesting that their poverty is a result of moral or personal failure. If you learn something new about how psychology affects our daily lives, then consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss the next episode. Until next time, stay sharp.